Minecraft is the undisputed king of the sandbox, but even kings can grow complacent. For a decade, we accepted the rhythm of development, the slow, steady drip of content. But the Caves and Cliffs update changed the social contract. By splitting a single version into two parts while also delaying the promised deep dark, the cracks in the bedrock became impossible to ignore. It wasn't just about the delay. It was the realization that the engine Minecraft is built on has finally hit a wall. Just over 2 weeks ago, on January 13th, that wall was finally challenged. Hytale didn't just release into early access, it resurrected. After the Riot Games cancellation nearly buried the project, the original founders pulled off a miracle. They brought the game home. And in doing so, they've released a nightmare for the genre's status quo. To understand why Hytale was so explosive, we have to look at the graveyard Hytale escaped. We've seen Minecraft clones before. Cube World, Vintage Story, and the countless games that flooded mobile app stores over the last decade. They all tried to outdo Minecraft, but Hytale's story is a resurrection. In June 2025, the game was dead, shuttered by Riot, cancelled. Then, Simon Collins LaFlamme bought the rights back. In just 8 weeks, the team merged hundreds of branches of a 4-year-old legacy build to give us what we have today. It is unpolished, it is raw, but it has soul that its other clones lacked. It's a game built by modders who know exactly where the friction in Minecraft lies. Now that it's in our hands, the comparison is no longer theoretical. Now that we've had the chance to play it, we can talk about the appeal. Minecraft combat has always felt like an afterthought. Functional, but weightless. Hytale's legacy engine, despite being the older tech they reverted to, feels light years ahead in practice. When you swing a sword in Orbis, there is a weight to it. When you jump, the mantling system makes the world feel like a playground. For a day-to-day player, this changes the loop entirely. You aren't just clicking on hitboxes, you are engaging in a dance. Hytale has proven that a Sandbox can have the mechanical depth of a third-person RPG without losing the freedom to build. This is the combat experience we've spent 10 years trying to mod into Minecraft, and it's finally native. But the true nightmare for Mojang isn't the combat, it's the tools. Within days of the launch, we saw the PokeFind mod, 4 3D Pokemon models running flawlessly on Hytale. This is the modding paradox. In Minecraft, creating something like this requires a decade of specialized knowledge. In Hytale, the tools are built into the launcher and the game itself. By making creativity the path of least resistance, Hytale is siphoning the creative heart of the Sandbox community. The Riot acquisition gave them the resource to build these tools, but the pressure of being an independent studio again has forced them to release them early. They are betting on us, the players, to finish the game with them. It's a gamble that seems to be paying off in a way Minecraft hasn't seen in years. Although, we have to be honest, this version of Hytale is messy. There are bugs, balance is off, and the performance can hitch. But unlike most modern releases, the developers aren't hiding behind marketing speak and the excuse of early access. They told us, the game isn't good yet, but we want you to see it. They're asking us to help them make it better. This transparency is Hytale's greatest shield. In an industry where AAA often means rushed and broken, Hytale's indie revival feels like a return to form. They are taking the heat for the rough edges, because they know the core, the feel, the resonance is already there. They aren't just making a game, they are building a community. Hytale is Minecraft's greatest nightmare because it doesn't want to replace the blocks. It wants to replace the feeling of being alone in the digital world. For 2 weeks, we've seen what a modern sandbox can actually be when it's built by people with passion who refuse to let it die. Hytale is the future we were promised 7 years ago. The sandbox genre has finally entered a new era. Hytale will never be able to replace the best-selling video game of all time. But for the first time in a decade, Minecraft finally has a reason to be afraid of the expectations to come.